So the most awaited speed test comparison in the history of the mankind is now here, which is between the iPhone 16 Pro and the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So these both devices are like the bestest that both companies has to offer, which is like in the case of the iPhone 16 Pro is the Apple and the S25 Ultra is the Samsung. So these are like the best of the best and the newest that you can get. However, the Z Fold 6 is also available for the Samsung, but that comes into a different form factor, and nothing I have to just I have in the Apple in terms of the foldable that I could just compare with the Z Fold 6. However, I've just made the speed test between the Z Fold 6 and the iPhone 16 Pro as well, so you guys can have a better idea by watching out that video. So this time we're just doing it with the more similar phones, you can say, which is like a direct competitor of the iPhone 16 Pro, and that's the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So first we just start up with the boot up test. So we just go ahead and just switch on these devices. By the way, I've been using the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra since half a day, you can say, and it has been really snappier device. It's for sure that I can say like it's faster than the iPhone 16 Pro, but we'll just go ahead and run the test. So initial impressions, Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra boot up faster than the iPhone 16 Pro, and we just go ahead and just unlock these both devices, and so both of these devices are here. I somehow like the form factor of the uh, S25 Ultra. It's kind of a very good to view videos on this phone itself. I'm saying that because the screen itself is very much beautiful, and that small cutout camera is much more better than this bigger island Face ID island, and that's just wasting some of your screen space. So you just get this punch hole camera to be like, you don't feel like that it actually exists while just watching a video or just playing games in a full screen mode. And the fingerprint scanner has been really great. I really like about the fingerprint scanner is that once you just have the phone on the side of your table, so you can just press it and it just unlocks. However, the Face ID has a drawback, like you cannot do the same thing with the Face ID. But however, there's another drawback of the Samsung under display camera, you can say any other under display sensor. So there is like one drawback for the Samsung under display fingerprint scanner, and that's like applicable for all other under display fingerprint scanner. And that's once you like just put the screen protector on top of it, so it just ruins the fingerprint scanning experience, and that's becomes pretty much slow. So we just dive into the test right away. So on the both devices are being like connected onto the same network, and the iPhone 16 Pro has the Apple's latest chip, which is A18 Pro, and it comes with the 8 gigs of RAM. Samsung side, you're just getting the Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is the latest and greatest chip, and that has been like known for the power efficiency. And like initial impressions, I can like half a day I've been using this phone, and I can notice like it has been really great on the battery efficiency. Like even it's like the same battery size that what we had on the predecessor S24 Ultra, but like it's the performance has been really great up till now, and we just see in future like how the that performs with respect to the software upgrades. And it's still like the battery is learning the usage pattern on this phone. And obviously it's a 512 gigs version. iPhone 16 Pro is the 1 TB version. The S25 Ultra has the 12 gigs of RAM. We were expecting, like before, according to the rumors, that 16 gigs of RAM could be expected for the 512 gigs version and above, but yeah, that wasn't the case. So I'm not sure like why is that so, but however this the processor on this one has been really great. So we'll just dive into the test itself. So we'll start with the Pinterest. So all right, so S25 Ultra here, then we just open the InShot. S25 Ultra feels like it's like instant opening, like it feels like the app is already being opened on this one. However, I would just like to run this one again because I was unable to catch like which one was faster. Very hard to find difference, like however the iPhone open at the same speed, I would say, and very negligible differences between both, but the Samsung feels much more snappier in terms of the animation to open the App Store on both. Alright, so Samsung was like instant, the S25 Ultra. Now we just open the calendar on both. Almost, I would just give this one a tie. Then we just open the YouTube. Alright, so and now we just open the YouTube. iPhone 16 was a little bit ahead, and we'll be just doing the speed test. Now one thing you just notice, like because of the camera bump, it's quite wobbly, because I'm not just wearing the case. That the same would be just happen with the iPhone 16 Pro as well, in the same case. So we'll be just running the speed test. Alright, so S25 Ultra was kind of an instant. It feels like the app has already been opened, and now we just run the test. So one thing I would like to talk about the design. Now most of the phones like have this issue of like a wobbly if you're just not wearing the case and you let the phone be on the table flat. So that just wobbles around. I think the only phone that I could just recall is the Google Pixel that doesn't have the same issue. Alright, so iPhone was the first one, little bit faster, almost the same you can say on both. And we just go ahead and just maybe I just keep something beneath the I had just this mouse pad lying down on my side, so I thought to just keep it to just avoid the wobbly thing with the S25 Ultra. Yeah, the mouse pad came as a savior. So now I'll be just running the calculator app. Alright, so S25 Ultra was the first one to open this. Alright, so now we'll be just launching the camera on these both phones. iPhone 16 Pro was a little bit faster on this one, and then we just launched the Xperia. Right, so S25 Ultra was the first one to open. Now one thing that I would like to mention, like so right now I'm just opening up the day-to-day apps, like which doesn't take so much of the RAM, or you can say CPU. So these are like casual apps that you use like on the go. So now I'll be just going towards a little bit intensive ones. So first we just run the Subway Surf, which is like a casual gameplay that you play on the go, that I always say. So let's open this one. Let me do this again. I couldn't figure out like which one opened first. So alright, it's a little bit faster on the iPhone 16 Pro, but yeah, very negligible difference. Let's go ahead and just play a little bit of this game. Obviously the smoothness of this game, like this game is like a casual game, and the smoothness feels, I mean, there is perfect, more than perfect I would say. Like All right, so now we just tried the same one on the iPhone 16 Pro, and obviously it feels perfect. But one thing I've noticed, like I find the screen of the S25 Ultra a little bit better to the eyes. It feels a little bit like it's hard to explain, like once you see in person. So it's like much more beautiful display to do things. So like the same game I just played on this one, and I felt like the S25 Ultra is much more better in terms of the display resolution, or you can say the overall look wise. And so yeah, so now we just open the light cut. So faster on the iPhone 16 Pro, and now we just launch the S-Falls Legends Unite over here. Alright, Samsung S25 Ultra was the first one to open. Let's play the game on this one, like, and feel the experience. So this feels like a small TV kind of experience, like it's a perfect slap phone, you can say. The experience on this one is much more different. The reason being that, like, because of the less curve side edges of this one, you're just getting a better real estate. So it's 6.9 inches, but it is truer than the 6.3 inches of the iPhone 16 Pro because of the more curved edges of the iPhone 16 Pro just makes the screen a little bit smaller than actual 6.3, and the this big island on the top also like just makes the screen much more feel smaller, and just takes a part of the screen. So so this is not like a true 6.3 inches that you can say. This is also not the true 6.9 inch, but it's much more truer than what the iPhone 16 Pro is. So I can feel that you're just getting so much screen state on this one. So we just go ahead and just play the game on this one. I'll be just doing a separate gameplay for the S25 Ultra, and right now I'm just to show you guys how it feels. So the graphics feels pretty much nice on this one, pretty smooth, no lag. Alright, so game feels pretty nice on this one. Now we just try the same game on the iPhone 16 Pro, and we'll see how this one feels like. So yeah, the gameplay feels like it's smooth on this one. We just launch the game itself and just play one lap and see from there. Alright, so graphic feels much more nicer and very comparable to the S25 Ultra. No pixelation. The smoothness of the game has been great. Alright, so the game feels pretty nice, and like I don't find any kind of flaw that I can say on this one. However, the screen itself, like I always say, like like on the S25 Ultra feels much nicer. Just that's kind of slab kind of experience you get over here than these more rounded edges. And now we just go ahead and launch the CSR Racing 2 over here. So alright, so iPhone 16 Pro was the faster one, and yeah, I'll give this one to iPhone 16 Pro. And alright, so we just open the Ray Racing 3. Alright, so it was faster on the iPhone 16 Pro. Not sure if that has to do something with the app optimization for the iPhone, but yeah, iPhone 16 was the faster one to open this one. Alright, so we just launched the Modern Combat 5 now. Alright, so iPhone 16 Pro was the first one to open this one. And now finally we'll be just launching the Geekbench 6 test to see how the scores feels like on these both phones. So S25 Ultra was the first one to open this one, and we just run the CPU benchmark test on both. Alright, so S25 Ultra has finished the test with these 2652 as a single core score and multi-core score of 9351. So the iPhone is better in the single core, and the S25 Ultra is better on the multi-core score. And we just go ahead and just run the GPU benchmark test now, and we just go ahead and do that. Alright, so iPhone have completed the test for the GPU with a 33219 GPU metal score, and we're just waiting for the S25 Ultra to finish this test. Alright, so S25 Ultra has finished the test, and it's less than even half what the iPhone score is, which is the 14452 GPU score. So I would assume like the GPU on the iPhone 16 Pro is still better and much more better than what you get to see on the S25 Ultra, but it in the real term performs, like I would say, like I haven't find much difference in the playing games on these both phones or launching games on these both phones, and you can just have an idea after watching this one. But yeah, so yeah, that I could just say that like both phones are pretty much similar in the real-time performance. However, there might be chances like the iPhone 16 Pro would perform better once you throw it much more graphic intensive games or tasks than what the S25 Ultra could do. But yeah, in the games that I've just launched over here, I couldn't find so much difference as you can say like as like more than double the GPU, that iPhone has better score in the Geekbench 6. One thing I would like to talk about is the front screen of S25 Ultra, and that's feels much more better than the iPhone 16 Pro in terms of the anti-reflective coating that the Samsung has put on this one, on the S25 Ultra, and that just feels much more nicer in terms of the color depth that you see on the screen itself. There's a reason like it feels so much better on the S25 Ultra. However, the screen on the iPhone 16 Pro is also very much nice, but yeah, obviously you feel the difference when you just use these ones side by side, and there will be just much more reflection you'll feel on the iPhone 16 Pro once you are just on a in a zone where there's too much lighting. Now yeah, the question comes like which device you should go for. So I would say like both devices are very much capable. The cell phone industry like is on the maturity. I would say like if you're locked out in the Samsung Galaxy firmware, so you might want to just get the Samsung. And if you're Apple iPhone and all of your rest of your devices are Apple, so the ecosystem, obviously you wouldn't want to just go out, so you must get the iPhone 16 Pro to be like logged into the Apple ecosystem, because these both devices are very much different in terms of the software capabilities, but both are nevertheless very much capable devices in terms of how they perform in the real term, and both have the flaws and obviously the advantages and disadvantages. But yeah, I would say like both are like the peak of the cell phone industry that you can find right now in the beginning of the 2025. So you wouldn't go like wrong with either of the devices, and the battery life is perfectly fine on both of these devices, so you wouldn't be wrong either way if you're just concerned about that one. And so yeah, you guys can just let me know which device you would just prefer, and if you guys have any questions, you can just let me know down in the comments, and I'll just try to answer those. And please like, share, and subscribe. That will be helpful for the channel. And thank you for watching again. Have a good day. Bye.